Hey everybody,
Good evening.
how's it going?
It's Bree and Cindy. We're back.
Or Jay and Cindy too.
What did I say?
Bree, I think you have Bree on your mind, and the new puppy Lily.
Bree. I'm sorry, it's JJ.
Hey Michael, I figured you'd be first. I know, Mystery 2 number 2, right? And it's a full bus. Hi Brian. Just getting everybody in here. Everybody have their costumes for Halloween. Brian, what are the boys going to be for Halloween this year?
I wonder if he dresses up. Do you think he dresses up?
I don't know. He's going to hopefully tell us. Michael, are you dressing up for Halloween?
Jay's dressing up.
Hi, Darlene. Okay, well, we have a big night tonight. We have a lot of stuff to cover, and so we're so glad they are both going to be minions. Oh, that's so sweet. I love minions. That's so cute. Hi, Jane. Okay, so tonight we are going to cover a few tours, and then we're going to cover a carry-on checklist. So you can, if you're new to touring, or if you are touring, you can kind of confirm this. This is what we would suggest you bring in your carry-on for the bus to be comfortable while you're on the tour. And then we also have another big announcement at the end of this live session, so you don't want to miss it. Again, we're done here at 8, so stick around to the end. You're going to want to hear what we had to announce. So first thing, what are the tours out?
Well, Carrie is out. She's out for the Nebraska Southwest tour, and she's not coming back till the 25th.
That's
right?
Jema?
Oh,
yeah.
Jema.
Yeah, Jema is on Nebraska. Yep.
Oh, okay. And Carrie's on the Kansas one.
Yes. So Carrie and Jema are both out with those. They're both running around out there in the park. You have some pictures from them. So here is the group on the train. Looks a little chilly on that train. They that would be the Georgetown Loop Railroad. They do that on the way out to the parks. And then you have this one. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry about the dates. We've been going Mach 10. There's people going out here, people going out there, whatever.
Everybody's coming and going. We have, and Mark got back from his, almost a month gone.
Right.
Pacific Coast Adventure, and then he did back-to-back New England's.
Right. And Cliff got back just the other night from the Waco trip.
Yep.
They had a ball.
Oh, the graphs are on from Utah. Ah, they're out in Utah. Very cool.
Hello.
Hi, Pam. Hi, Jerry and Jill. Good to see you. Hey, Mary. Good to see you. Bert. So lots of tours out. This is basically the pinnacle of our busy season. Is last week and this week, and then we have tours all the way up until the week before Christmas. But it's not like 5 at a time like we've been having, which is crazy to think that we barely ever had one.
I know.
And now we have 5 at a time.
We don't have enough stuff to put in their bags.
We're gonna need. You know what we should do? We should put out a wish list and see if our travel tribe can hook us up with some of those bingo games and.
Well, I make the bingo games now.
Oh, you did. How did you do that?
I made 2 of them. I had 8 decks of cards.
Oh, nice. How'd you get the pin through the bottom of them?
We had to take that hole puncher, Tom and I. So we had dots all over our kitchen, dining room, wherever.
You can't see him, but Tom's down here working too because we're trying to get all these names and emails in so we can keep track of everybody and see what they're doing. So
yes.
All right. Yes. So we're gonna talk. First thing we're gonna do is talk about a couple of tours. The first one we're gonna chat through. Relatively quickly is our DC trip, which is interesting. We're talking about it now because we were supposed to be in DC right now.
Right.
But because the government shut down and can't get their stuff together, we're not there. It was just better for the group to not be out there and all of that. And so we do, but every year we have 2 DC trips. We have a spring one and a fall one. So spring, you're out there around cherry blossom time. We don't guarantee the cherry blossoms anymore because the weather changes so much that you just never know. So it's around the time the cherry blossoms are out there, but April. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Sue. Hey, Ann. So it's 5 days. This DC trip is much like our New York City trip, right? So we do have a bus out there, but there are times when you're going to use like the subway or and you stay in one hotel the entire time. We've stayed in Alexandria before. We've stayed in Tyson's Corner before. So just some great hotels. And we have a partner in DC that works with us to book all of this right now because it allows us special access to the Capitol when we can get into it, and all of the different Smithsonian's and the Pentagon.
When you can get into them.
Yes. So they're all closed right now. So that's the reason we didn't go. But so day one, you are going to go fly to Washington D.C. If there's a direct flight, we hook you up with that. If not, you're traveling with your guide. And then if you're coming from a different city like Kansas City or Denver or Des Moines or Minneapolis, then you would inevitably meet there. And then your guide would get a hold of you as you arrive into D.C. And then once you're there, we will pick you up in a charter coach or a really fancy Sprinter van, and then you go to the hotel to check in, and then you do dinner with a group, and then after that you do your first sort of sightseeing, which is the illuminated tour of all the monuments, which is really, really cool. One of the things that you do is they tell you kind of a story, and they drive around the Iwo Jima Memorial, which is the guys raising the flags. And the way that you drive around it, because when you look at it from one angle, it's tilted. The flag is they're trying to put it in the ground. But when they tell the story, you turn around it from a different point of angle, it rises straight up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's so
cool. Where did you learn that?
Well, because when I was in 8th grade, I did that tour. And so, yes, it is amazing. So that's night one. The next day, you're going to do what do you call that? Arlington National Cemetery. And you don't have to walk. We have the trolleys because it's a massive place. So you're going to see the Kennedy gravesite. You're going to be able to stay there for the changing of the guard. You'll have time to kind of explore a little bit on your own. So if you had somebody's, headstone that you wanted to go find, we can help you with all of that. You're also going to see the Pentagon Memorial and Air Force Memorial site that's there. Have time in Alexandria. And then you're going to go to the Tidal Basin, where you'll have time to do some of the Smithsonian's. And you can, the group will pick one, but then they're all along the National Mall. So you can really go to any of those.
Right.
The next day, you're going to be able to see sites during the day, including the Jefferson Memorial, Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument. You're going to the Capitol. And it depends on if we can get in to see our senator. We try to arrange that. We have to arrange a tour with the senator anyway to get access to the Capitol. But sometimes if they're not busy, they'll come out and say hi to our constituents. And then we are going to also go to George Washington's birthplace and stand where he stood and look at. I remember when I was in Mount Vernon, you can stand and look in the mirror that he looked in. So it's like still there. And that was kind of an eerie feeling to be able to stand there.
Did you see his reflection in the mirror?
I did not have a one of what they call those Terrys or whatever. No, didn't see him in the mirror. Didn't see any ghosts, but it definitely felt the historic nature of it. And walking on the same wood floors is pretty unique. You're gonna have a cruise, and then you have another group dinner, and then you're also going to be able to visit the Holocaust Museum.
I never made it through that.
Did you go to it at all?
Yes, I did. I started, but I never finished. I had to turn around.
It's pretty intense.
It is very intense.
It's very intense, yeah. But you're going to see all the sites like the White House and the Library of Congress. We go by. We go to the where the Supreme Court is, the Vietnam War Memorial. So you're going to get to see all the monuments out there, and then you have some time to kind of pick a museum that you want to go to on your own. Also, we've had people do the Bible Museum. We've had people do the African American History Museum. We've had people do the Air and Space Museum. So there's lots of things to do on your day there. And then the last day, depending on when the flights go out, we spend time together with the group doing any activity we missed, and then head home. So it's the best way to see DC because you have some free time built in, a mega great hotel, and everything is curated to make sure you see all those big sites like the National Cathedral. And then you're going to have a local guide as well. So you'll have an Excite guide and a DC guide telling you all about all the cool history that's there because it really brings it to life. So that tour is April 20th through the 24th. This includes airfare this year. It's $25.99 double occupancy. If you'd like to go solo and have your own room, it's $35.99. And like I said, if you book it before November 20th, you're guaranteed that rate for the airfare and everything. So that's about a month away from today. So that is Washington, D.C. in spring.
That's a good one. And I have a great one too.
My favorite, one of my
I
favorites.
have the Kentucky Derby, the 152nd Kentucky Derby. I think we've been doing this now for 8 years, right?
I think so.
I should know this line by line, right?
It's pretty close to what we used to do.
Pretty close. Anyway, the first day, we get in the bus, we meet everybody, and then that evening we're going to drive to Evansville, all the way to Evansville, and then we're going to have a welcome dinner.
Oh, do you remember what we did? We changed it to with Carrie?
What?
The log cabin place? Where we sit in the place where Abraham Lincoln's log cabin room was?
I don't have that.
Yeah, we added that. See? That's why we have 2 people running the show.
That's why we have 2 people. Write that down.
Welcome dinner, Abraham Lincoln's log cabin home or restaurant. We eat there.
Oh, okay. Good. I love it.
Cool.
I love it because I didn't get the restaurant yet. Okay, and then the next day we're going to drive into where do we drive into?
To Louisville.
To Louisville. He says it different than Louisville. Louisville. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go behind the scenes and we're going to see where the horses stay, how they get groomed. We're going to watch them practice in the morning and how they feed them and everything. And then we're going to go have breakfast with the jockeys in their where they eat. And it was pretty good food.
Yeah, it really was.
I must say.
And we're the only company that gets to do that.
Right. I don't know how come. I think it's because we just come there every year and we know the people.
Yeah, and you're really nice to those ladies there, so that's nice.
I'm nice to those ladies.
You're nice to them. Because it's chaos there.
It's nice to be nice. Okay, after we do that, they take us on a tour of Churchill Down, and we walk around the track when there's nobody around and everything. And then we're going to, that evening, we're going to, well, no, I take that back. We're going to go and have hot browns at that Brown Hotel.
Yep.
Right. I still don't know what a hot brown is because I never get it. I always want it, and then I get something else because it's something else is better. So I don't know. Anyway, we go to the Browns and we have lunch there. And then after we have lunch, we are going to go to the on a steamboat. And we're going to have a bourbon.
We're tasting,
3 of them per person. You don't have to drink them if you don't want to. I just give mine to Jay.
I give mine away this time, so I'm not a big bourbon fan anyway. Well, it's intense.
I don't like it either.
No.
Some people do because they're always up there, but that's okay.
This is the Great American Steamboat Race.
Right.
So there's usually at least 2 boats. Last year were 3, and they race.
Right.
Slowly
How come our seems like our boat always wins? Is that because we have the bourbon?
Rigged.
Okay. So then we go on that and we get back a little late at night, but that's okay. The next day we get up bright and early and we're going to go and see, we go to the West Meadow Farms. And this lady is just a wonder. She takes these animals, these horses that are, what do you call them?
Sick or
whatever.
Yeah.
And she rehabilitates them. And then they go to people and help people with some of the problems that they have. It's a sort of a tearjerker when you go there. She is a wonderful person. The horses are beautiful. Her farm is beautiful. But anyway, we've been going there for quite a long time with that. And then we're going to go to the Bell House. And it's not Jay's restaurant or anything. But we go to the Bell House and they have a chef that prepares a meal for us. It's just a little house, a little pink house sitting in the middle of a small town. And we have a nice lunch there. All
home cooked, like from scratch.
Right. All home cooked from scratch. And we always have a piece of pie at the end of it. Homemade pie. He always makes us homemade pie. And then we're off to a guided tour of another bourbon distillery. And we never really know which one we're going to go to, but there's so many.
Yeah, last year, what did we do?
Last year we went to Jim Beam.
And it was amazing. So we're going to try that again.
Yeah, we'll try Jim Beam again. Yeah.
We did Jeff the Creed also. That was fun. It's a little smaller. We've done Old Forester. Remember a long time ago that was downtown.
That
we tried
was
to get
pretty
those tickets
good.
last minute.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And then people really want to go to Woodford Reserve, but it's two reasons that we don't go there. Number one, it's far from everything else because it's by Lexington. And number two, they don't do tours during Derby week. So it's like impossible to get to the Woodford Reserve, which is silly. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting because it's the sponsor of the Derby, but I think because it's just too busy, I don't know. So anyway, Jim Beam is amazing.
Right. And then on the fourth day, that's the day everybody's going to get dressed up. And you should probably wear pink because that's how it is for Cancer Week.
Yep.
Right. We usually take a picture in front of the horses out in front of the Churchill Downs with all of the people and everything. So everybody's in pink and we just all look beautiful.
And then what's those races that day? What kind of derby is that?
That's the Oaks Derby.
Oaks Derby, yes.
That's the fillies.
Yep. And so what's that like? What are the options for seating?
The options for seating are, that's right. They can have reserved seating if they want to. If you want, you can sit in the center of Churchill Downs, the general seating. Okay. Or you can have reserved seating in the infield where you can sit on a bleacher, and have your own food and wine and beer and stuff like that. Or you can have reserved seating in the first turn. And that one is $1,700 extra.
Yep. So we'll show you what that looks like right here.
But we want to tell you what it's all about.
Yep.
I mean, you get your seat, you're underneath, you don't get wet because you're underneath something, but up above, way up above there, you can have any food you want up there, any drinks you want up there. There's restaurants. You can make your bet up there. You don't ever have to leave that stand the whole Oaks Derby. So that's what that is. Is there anything else?
So when you used to be able to walk in between the infield and the reserve seating, but now they don't allow that. So infield has their own universe in there. So you've got places to buy every kind of drink imaginable, food, DJs, stands, bands, food. I mean, everything you can think of, betting things, the restrooms, all that stuff is there. But the difference is you bring your own chair and hang out.
Right. And we did that 3 years in a row.
We did.
Yeah.
And every year, almost half the group does the infield seating. And there's a giant Jumbotron. And then there's TVs everywhere. And it's loud as hell. So you can hear it and see it everywhere. Right. And then you can walk up to it says there's no track view, but that's not true. You can walk up to the fence and watch the horses race through. Right. So you can totally see them. And that's a really great way to see it. It's a very fun experience. And then
we have the infield reserve seating. And that's, like I said, on a bleacher. Yeah. And you get a special wristband for that. And you can go and get as much food and wine and beer as you want. And that is $1,000 extra per person.
Yeah, but there's no cover. So if it rains or it's hot, you can go underneath the stands where Churchill Downs, the outside seating is, but it's not under cover all day. And then now you can do the upgrade is this first turn, which you can see on your screen.
Right.
And so in front of the Churchill Downs, they have a ton of food vendors. Inside all the belly of all of those, that's just the first turn view right there.
Right.
If you were in the middle of the track like our view and looked right, you'd see actually the whole stadium on the other side. And they've got all kinds of food and shops and everything under there too. And all of the food and wine and beer and liquor and pop and all that is included.
Right.
And so then it's included for Oaks and Derby Day.
Right.
Okay, so what's Derby Day like?
So Derby Day, we get up, we put all our luggage on the bus because we're going to take off right after the Derby. You're all dressed up. You got your hats on, your dresses or your slack outfits or whatever. You look beautiful. And then you're going to go to the same section that you were at the previous day.
Yep. Yeah, you have the same seats day one, Oaks Derby as you do the Kentucky Derby.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if you have questions about other seating, you can call us. But that's what we offer. Those three options.
I mean, on the other side that Jay was talking about, those are higher price. I mean, those are really high price seating. So
it's a great deal. If it's usually like a once in a lifetime thing to go to the Derby. Thank goodness we've been a couple times because it's so worth the money. So It's a blast. Okay. And then with that night we leave.
Yes, we leave that night and we drive to Evansville, where we started out, and we stay overnight there. And the next morning we get up bright and early, and we start heading home with all of our friends. It's a great trip, guys. I love it. I mean, those horses are beautiful.
Even if you're not really into horse racing, it's so much more than that. It's just an experience of a lifetime. The energy that you feel, all the great food. I mean, it's just spectacular. So when is the date of this one?
Okay, this one is April 28th to May 3rd, and it's 6 days, 9 meals, and it's $24.99 per person. And then this is, if you decide you want to have the reserve seating, that would be above and beyond.
Right.
$24.99. Okay.
Last thing to add to this is we have another bus that's departing from our northern and western Nebraska towns. So if you have friends in Valentine, in like Beamer and Norfolk, even can jump on that coach. West Point, all of those towns, all the way up there, like to Mitchell, South Dakota. If you want to go, there's a bus leaving from Valentine, Nebraska, and we'll pick up along the way. And it's 1 day earlier, so it's 1 day longer on the way there because you're going to come to Omaha that first night and spend the night at the DoubleTree Hotel where we start the second bus in Omaha, and then both buses will go down and do the Derby. So if you are, that's rare that we ever offer. We've never offered a bus from that part of this state. So if you're up there or you have friends up there, jump on that. If you want to switch buses because you want to be with your friends, we can work all that out. So just we get people aware of it. The brochure for that is online.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Great.
Are we even online? Can you see us? Okay, good. Okay, Mom's on. That's good to see you. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, she called before. She goes, what time are you on?
I'm glad you're on. That's great. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to cover is our carry-on checklist. So I would say half, maybe. Does everybody bring a carry-on?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
They bring carry-ons. They bring big purses. You know, and they have a lot of things in those things. You know.
Yeah. So we broke it down into 5 categories. So take a pen and paper out, or record this so you can remember what to pack into your bag. But we're going to start with the essentials. So the essential things that you should have, of course, is your photo ID and wallet. You can buy anything else on tour, but if you forget your ID and your wallet, it's going to be a challenge to replace anything. So don't forget that. That would include your driver's license, an insurance card for sure. I mean, you want your cash mostly for tips, I would say.
Right.
Everybody in America takes credit cards and stuff. So.
Yeah.
And then you want to, of course, bring your medication with you. Don't pack that in your check bag. Again, it's not like the airplane where it's like locked under there, but it is while we're moving. So if you need it during the day, you want to have that with you. So I always say put your medicine with you, not underneath.
But not in the bottles. You don't want them to bring the bottles.
Well, whatever they need to do is bring their medication on the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is for a bus tour. So if you're if you're doing airfare stuff, this is a different carry-on. This is just for your bus. Obviously, bring your phone and bring your charger because we have outlets. And you're going to be on your phone and you're going to be taking pictures. And the pictures eat up a ton of battery. So bring your charger and of course, your cell phone. And then it's always good to bring your travel documents. We try to have everything online for you in electronic version so you don't have a bunch of stuff to bring. But you certainly can, bring your itineraries, bring your paperwork that we sent you, bring a journal, things, whatever.
Right. And then for comfort, or you can bring a neck pillow with you. And that's really nice because then your head's not flopping around and everything. Or a small blanket, something to wrap yourself in because you never know if the bus is always either cold or hot for some people. So bring it along. And by the way, we have Excite blankets. They are those light blankets.
Yeah, they are perfect for the bus.
Okay, bring a reusable bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to bring just that one plastic bottle. Bring like a cup or something, and the Eddie, what do you call it? Eddie cups?
Yeah, Eddie cups.
Yeah, so you can refill it and everything like that. Because, you're going to be thirsty. You got to stay hydrated when you're out and about like that. Okay, bring healthy snacks.
Yeah.
Bring nuts, trails mix, granola bars, fruit for the road and stuff like that. And then we always have games and everything, and you can get your candy when you win the game. Okay? And then bring some lip balm and some hand lotion because it's always dry.
Yeah, it seems to be dry with the air blowing out of those vents and stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to be dry. And then bring some tissue and some hand sanitizer because you're always going to want to clean your hands and everything because you're touching everything. And then bring some mints or some gum to keep your mouth fresh.
And we're in the bus with a lot of people.
Right.
It's nice to have that.
Yeah. So you don't breathe on them.
Yeah. Okay. Then, of course, you have some tours have more drives than others. And so, now entertainment at the tip of your fingertips. It used to just be books and magazines, but now you have your phone. So, of course, books, journals, e-readers, all that's welcome on your phone, your iPads. Obviously, if you're going to listen to movies or anything with sound, you're on your phone or on your iPad, bring your headphones, whether it's iPod, the ear pods, or over the head, because other people don't want to also hear your movie, even though it's probably amazing and funny, but it's weird when you can't see what's going on. We have puzzle books and puzzle games, and Carrie's been great at providing us with all these different pages we can print it off and you can do. So those are good. What are they? Sudoku books, Mad Libs.
Right. We have the wheel that we play. We play bingo. We play the cookie game and the horse game and the.
Yeah. And I would say here, you should bring a pack of a deck of cards or two. And because you never know if you're going to play them on the bus or if you're going to play them in the hotel. And if you don't have any cards, we have those for sale. They're beautiful.
This is sort of neat how we sort of get that in there.
And of course, everybody's camera is on their phone nowadays, so don't forget to bring your, you know how to work your camera on your phone, so you take a lot of great pictures.
Okay, and then for personal items, you're going to want sunglasses and a hat.
Yep.
Because you just will. Dress in light layers so that you can either add or subtract.
Yep. So important, you guys. So important.
Because the temperatures change all the time.
Yep.
Bring comfortable shoes. Don't bring any high sandals or high shoes that you're going to have to. Your feet will be sore by the end of the day. Not that we do a lot of walking, but you're sitting in the bus and you want to be comfortable. Okay. And then bring a travel size, maybe, of a toothbrush or deodorant, because you never know. You might smell.
Yeah.
And you can put this all in an Excite purple bag.
Yes. We have a carry-on bag for you. Excite tote bag. Yep. You can request them on all the tours coming up on your order form. So you can check out and have one. We'll bring it right to the bus for you. And then some extras. When you do your gratuity at the end, you can also bring a thank you card ahead of time. And we've both gotten a lot of great letters and notes in a thank you card that they put the tip money in to the driver and to the guides. And that's really, really cool. A small pack of wet towelettes to kind of wipe down your seat. If you had hand sanitizer, maybe you decided to do sanitizer wipes. We try to keep the bus very tidy and clean and everything, and the drivers do a great job too. But to have them on hand if something tips over or, it happens. And of course, an open heart. You're going to be in the bus with people that you are just now meeting. They're new members of your travel tribe, new friends. You're going to be on tour. I think the biggest thing that we talk about quite frequently is that sense of control. When you guys are doing a vacation, when we're doing it, we're in control. We plan everything. We know the ins and outs. We know the timing. We know where we're supposed to be. And when you're on tour, you sort of let that go. And you're letting the experts do it. And that can be a challenge, and it can definitely be stressful, and we can know that. But try to lean into it. Just let everything fall away and have a great time meeting people with the guests and the guides. They're so fun. And just take in all the excitement and the fun stuff that you're going to see and do. I tell you, we will make sure you get to where you need to go. And if we can't get there, we will replace it with something else even cooler. So, you don't have to worry about if something is going to go exactly as planned, because we will make sure that you have a great time, regardless of how it all goes, and it's going to be super fun. So that is your carry-on checklist. If you want this, we will be posting this on our website so you can find it. So check it out. But this is our carry-on kit for the buses. Okay, a couple reminders in the next 2 minutes. Wow.
In the next 2 minutes. Well, the first one is the Kansas City Chiefs. Weekend is November 22nd to the 23rd. It's $9.99. And if you want to upgrade, it's $100 more. Okay.
Yep. You're going to have seats. Your included seats come in the 300 section, rows 14 and 15. If you upgrade for $100 more, it's row 129. and it's section section 129, rows 22 and 23. The hotel is downtown Country Club Plaza. It is a primo tour and includes tickets to the game. I mean, it's the easiest way to do it. So check it out.
And they're not doing too bad right now.
No, they're doing pretty good.
Doing pretty good. Okay, we also have a Kansas City Christmas Spectacular, which is December 6th to the 7th. It's $450.
Yep, fabulous trip.
Okay, we have the Classic Omaha Christmas, December 7th. And we usually have 2 buses on that.
Yep.
That's $200.
Yep, that first bus is almost sold out. So we have like 5 seats left, and then we're on the bus 2. So let's get that baby filled.
And then we decided we were going to do a Kansas City Christmas, just like we do in Omaha. And that one's $225. And I think I'm going to go on that one.
That sounds so fun. It'll be a great trip.
Yeah.
13th.
Okay. Yeah. And then we have the Jingle Mingle, Prairie and Bloom.
Yep. So that's on Center Street, and that is our exclusive night to have the store to ourselves, to shop and enjoy wine and cheese and goodies and cookies. And we have a ton of giveaways.
Yes.
Both from Excite and Prairie and Bloom.
Right.
And we have so many people on Facebook that said they're going to the event, but I really, really hope you can put on your calendar and bring some friends, because we really want to support local and support, Lucas specifically in his store for the holidays. And this is a great kickoff because it's before you set your house up for Christmas.
Right.
So you have time to get all this
and
stuff.
That's one of his prizes is a centerpiece, a beautiful centerpiece that he's going to do.
Yeah.
So that's one of the prizes. And what is our big announcement, Jay?
Okay, you guys, this is so exciting, but we are excited tonight to announce that, we had a lot of people inquire about our Italy tour. We have 2. We have the Tuscany one, which is a spectacular trip that focuses on Tuscany food and wine. And then we have the one that's Italy, which is the Amalfi Coast, Rome, and Tuscany. And they're sort of run in a similar time frame. They're in September. Well, the first one's been sold out. It's oversold. And so we have like 10 people on the wait list for it. So we have decided and worked through a way to do number 2.
Yes.
So we have Italy, the Amalfi Coast, Rome, and Tuscany number 2, and it is 1 day later. So it's almost the identical date. It's just 1 day later. And it's only possible because Bill and Chris are actually going to take that one also. So they're going to go do the Italy tour with that first, the tour, this one, and then they're going to do Tuscany at the end. So they're going to be there for like a month. But they've been to Italy so many times. They have a lot of great connections. And what will be cool is like our groups can mingle because we're going to be in the same places. You'll be doing, group 2 will do the stuff that the group 1 did a day later. So you're not going to be jammed with all these people in one place. Right. That's not going to happen. Right. But we are going to open up a day 2. And as our Tour Tuesday, folks, you guys are the first ones. I'm putting the link in the, I'm putting it up there in the chat. So copy and paste that and save it if you want to sign up for it, because that is going to be announced probably tomorrow.
Yes.
To everybody else.
Yes. So it's September 8th through the 19th.
Yep.
And if you sign up before December 1st, you get airfare plus the $200 discount.
Yep. So that's number 2. Again, same exact itinerary, just another set of dates, and it will be Bill and Chris as your official guides for that tour. So if you want to jump on that trip, jump on it. That will be amazing. What a great week. It's been a crazy week. We love it. We are so excited I'm excited for the holidays. I can't wait.
I love Halloween.
Yep. Halloween. Oh yeah. And next week, dress up. We won't be able to see you, I guess. We can't see our guests, but you can dress up for fun.
We might. We might.
We might. We'll find something fun to do.
We'll figure something out.
All right, everybody. It was so great to see you. Thanks for letting us go a little later tonight. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you all later.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.